Hello and thank you very much for clicking on this video by EPB Media YouTube channel, the Secrets of Business Success SBS series. For the past couple of weeks, we've been talking about this amazing tech solution device that's making a lot of passive income for people. We've had about 3 videos on it. All you need to do is to register, get a free device. All it needs is a source of power and access to the internet, and then it will start mining helium coins for you. If you want to have more information about this device, please check my last 3 videos. There's so much information about them. Today we're going to continue with our usual talk on TVET and ICT education and skills acquisition, and how important it is for job and wealth creation going forward. I have had a lot of questions about TVET and ICT, and I'm going to provide answers to those questions on today's episode. From next week going, we're going to be giving you some videos and stories about people who are making it with their TVET and ICT skills. They never had much education, but they are the ones employing people with university degrees. Before I continue, I just want to ask you that if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do so now. Do so that you don't miss out on any of our subsequent videos. Just click on the red subscription button below, click on the notification bell, and that's it. So we're going for a short break. When we come back, we jump into TVET and ICT education and skill acquisition. If you want more information about the iHub hotspot device that is being offered free for all those who want to register and have the devices installed in their houses, kindly check my last 3 videos and you have more information on that. You can still contact me on my WhatsApp or my email, and I will explain things further to you and guide you through the registration process. Now let's jump into what we are in for today. I've had a couple of questions by people wanting to know and understand some of the terms that we use when doing videos on TVET and ICT education and skills acquisition. For instance, people want to know the difference between technical and vocational schools. Basically, technical schools are institutions or schools that teach the science and theory behind certain vocations or career opportunities. So a typical technical school will teach you the science and theory behind, let's say, automobile engineering, technical drawings, or any other profession for that matter. They teach the theory in addition to the normal education that any other secondary school or institution teaches for that matter. A vocational school, on the other hand, they give and teach practicals. In addition to the normal and regular education that any other secondary school provides, they will give you practicals on a particular or a couple of vocations or career opportunities. So for instance, a vocational school will also give you the practicals on teaching you how to cook. That's if you are offering catering or cookery. They can also teach you how to sew if you are offering fashion design or something like that. However, in most cases, you have technical schools also providing some kind of vocational education, or you have some vocational schools also providing some technical education. Typically, vocational skills are those that you can learn without having to have further education. So after your training at a vocational school, you can easily move into starting your own business or doing whatever occupation it is that you are learning the skills for. It's like dressmaking, hairdressing, electrical works, masonry work, plumbing, and things of that nature. You know, you don't have to have a university or college degree to practice them, unlike more complicated occupations like being a medical officer, an architect, engineer, or things like that. So that is the basic difference between a technical and a vocational school. A technical school provides the theory and science behind a vocation or a career opportunity. A vocational school gives you the practicals they train you in how to actually do that job. Broadly, there are 3 ways you can acquire a technical, vocational, or ICT skill. There's the formal, non-formal, and informal. With the formal education, that's any training that is given in a school, that it is organized and impacted in a school setting. So you go to a formal school like Ghana Secondary Technical School, GSTS, that's a formal setting for you to have a technical training. The non-formal is still an organized setting, but it's not a school. So for instance, you have a car manufacturing company providing a 2 weeks or 2 month course on automobile repairs. They have an organized structure that you must follow. Week 1 we will do this, week 2 we will do that, week 3 we will do that, week 4 we have practicals, that kind of thing. It's a very organized setting, but it is not a school. That is the non-formal setting. Then we have the informal. The informal setting, which most people go through, is apprenticeship, where you attach yourself to a skilled master technician who then trains you for a while. It's usually ranging from 6 months to a year or a couple of years. So you have a lot of these fitting shops around. You have the master who's trained, probably had training in a formal education system, comes out, starts his own business, gains quite some experience repairing cars, and then starts to engage apprentices. So these are the 3 principal ways of acquiring technical, vocational, or ICT skill: the formal, the non-formal, and informal ways. The good news is that even if you are trained in the non-formal or informal, you can still gain much more detailed training and practical understanding of what you are doing in a formal setting, in educational setting. And our advice that indeed everybody who's had training to the non-formal or informal means should try as much as possible to have some kind of formal training. If you cannot, there are so many opportunities now that you can easily acquire and upgrade your skills. One opportunity is on the internet, YouTube. Now, YouTube offers so much opportunity. You can learn virtually anything under the sun through YouTube. All you need is some data, type in whatever you want to do, and you can get a lot of information. I personally, though I had a formal training in filmmaking, I've gained a lot of insight into the tricks of the trade through YouTube. So I advise that irrespective of whatever kind of training you've had, the internet provides a huge opportunity for you to gain and sharpen your skills. I know people who've started whole businesses just learning through YouTube. If you cannot, there are a lot of courses, short courses out there. Just apply for whichever one suits your particular circumstance and upgrade your skill. If you were trained through the informal system and you continue relying on the old skills that you learned, very soon you'll be antiquated because your skills will be outdated. A lot of jobs coming in now require a lot of ICT skills. So if you're still relying on the old ways of doing things, you'll still be unemployed. This is particularly relevant to our auto mechanics and fitters, as we normally call them. A lot of them just know about the carburetor system and old ways of repairing the old model of cars. These days, almost every car is very complicated. There's a computer systems that comes with every modern car. So if you have not updated your skills to understand how these computers work, soon you'll be out of job. So it is good that you upgrade your skills. That's where the ICT skills becomes very important. No matter what job you are doing, there's the need to have some ICT skill and education. It is crucially important. It cannot be compromised on. You have to learn some ICT skills because the machines coming for which you will use for your job are ICT based. The jobs coming to you are ICT based. So if you know nothing about ICT, how are you going to get your repairs or the job done? So please, it is crucial that every technical or vocational person gets some ICT education. It is crucial. It is non-negotiable. You can compromise on that. So it is very crucial that you get these skills in order to guarantee your job and wealth creation potentials going forward. Some of these business owners didn't go far in their education. After JSS or SSS, they've acquired enough skills and started their businesses. Next week, I'm going to tell you the story of Mr. Isaac Atta. He didn't even go to SSS. After JSS, he had an apprenticeship with a metal fabricator, and today he's providing one of the best metal fabrication works in Accra, providing jobs for high-end business executives and for these real estate providers. And I just want to remind you again that if you are interested in getting this tech solution device that is providing a lot of passive income for people who've registered, please watch my last 3 videos and you get a lot of information from there, or just contact me directly and I'll provide you with much information and take you through the process of registration. And once again, I want to remind you, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do so now. Just click on the red subscription button below, click on the notification bell, and that's it. So until I come your way next week with the story of Mr. Isaac Atta, it's bye from me. God bless.